When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, A Change Is Gonna Come, it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter.
I'm not really worried about convincing you about what I believe in. My main concern is to find people with the like-minded minds, like Minister, the RealitysTemple, the RealitysTemple on Earth. I can relate with that guy. I can say he's talking sense because he has intelligence. And he doesn't come up with rubbish. He comes up with well-thought conversations. He's thought about this. He's still thinking about it right now as we speak about it. And after that, he'll be thinking about it because he's a thinker. He's not just a doer taking information and repeating it. He's a thinker. He's been intrigued. His mind's been intrigued by reality, by things on earth that have woken him up. So enough respect to him. One of the greatest minds on YouTube who ain't got no establishment. I don't know what he has or what he does, but the greatest minds sometimes don't have much, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have much. I barely just got this in my head.
Hey, how y'all doing? So y'all here to invite you to come on over to the new This Is Assembly channel right here on YouTube. All the current videos on GL's channel, which is me, have been updated and uploaded to this assembly. New videos as well as the old are there. In fact, there are 2 new videos there at this moment, with 2 more soon to follow, and all the other new videos soon after that. So come over to this assembly. I provided a link below for you to come there and see all the content and continue learning on this journey with me. So y'all, thank you for your patronage and I look forward to seeing you there. I mean.
And that is Brother Taalik from the RealityTemple's On Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
I have been on YouTube, social media, mostly YouTube. I started on YouTube. Actually, I didn't start on YouTube, but I did. We're going to talk about YouTube life. November, December of 2007, something like that. The intent was just to watch pro-black videos or whatever. I had no intent really to make videos, but I decided to make a couple of videos because I felt as though I was alone in the world as far as my thinking process was concerned. And I just wanted to see if there were others that could relate to this new thinking process that I had come into. And it seems as though there are many of you out here who are self-thinkers. There are many of you with questions. There are many of you who are critical thinkers, and you are actually looking for the real truth. You're not looking for something to just make you feel good. You're not looking for something just to feel as though you're smart. You are looking for something that truly is real. Whether that reality makes us feel good or makes us look good or bad, you don't care, as long as it's real and we just deal with reality. Now, when I first came to YouTube, those long years ago, there was a little different attitude. There was no monetization of videos. Nobody was making money on videos at all. So you had people that just wanted to express themselves. You had people that probably really was sincere in the information, in the opinion, or whatever they was expressing on YouTube. There was no money involved. And in the black YouTube, or the soul YouTube, I prefer to say the soul YouTube community, it was just something that we used to do, and people used to tell each other, whether you agree or disagree, let us support one another, and we would just subscribe and like videos. You didn't have to even know who this person was. You saw a black face, you saw a soul brother, you saw a soul sister, and you just like and subscribe to their channel. You may not never see that channel again. We just had this thing about just supporting one another. So that began to change after a while. Now, when I first came to YouTube, I didn't know what a subscriber was. I did not know what views was. I would make videos and I would see, oh, so-and-so subscribed to your channel. And then I would watch the numbers on your video. What's that? And what's subscribe? I didn't know what it was and didn't care. I just wanted to offer my opinion. And for many of us, that's all that it was. It was a form of expression. We sincerely wanted to reach out, share different information with others in the soul community. That's all that it was about. Unfortunately, after a while, with not just YouTube, but many things in life, a lot of us began to get the big head because we learned what subscribers is, and we began to learn what views was, and we began to get the big head and feel as though we were the most smartest people in the world. And you have all these people, here you are, really, many of us, we are nobodies really, but social media gives us a platform, and then you see that others actually listen to what you have to say. Your mama probably don't listen to what you have to say. Your sister, your brothers, your cousins, nobody in your family listen to what you have to say, but you sit down in front of a computer, and all of a sudden, you have hundreds and hundreds of views and all these subscribers, and now you the shizit. And it began, so in the beginning of YouTube, it was not about money. It was just about celebrity. Look at all these people paying attention to me. All this praise. You so smart. Great video, brother. You know, you are so smart. You know, wow. And this goes to our, like many things, it goes to our head, and we begin to believe the hype that we've made. And some very good people begin to change. And I'm very sure many of you have seen this in your life, where people who were very humble, very docile at one time, then all of a sudden they get fame and fortune, money, all this attention or whatever, and they change. They change after they win the lottery. They change after they get a promotion. They change after they are able to afford the big house and the car. People begin to change. And then it was against YouTube policy to ask for money, but people was asking for money, and then they saw, wow, folks actually sending me money. And then, of course, as you know, YouTube actually began monetization, pay you for your videos, and they allow you to get donations. And now we are where we're at right now. The soul community of YouTube is totally destroyed, really. It's totally destroyed. It's a mess. It's nothing what it used to be. Black YouTube or soul YouTube now is about celebrity. It's about praise. It's about, I'm a smart nigga. And you want to try to show off that you the smartest Negro on YouTube. I'm the most intelligent. You want to run around and try to be a celebrity and meet the celebrities, and then you want to interview and hang out with the other black celebrities, and that's what it's all. It's not about, no longer about what is in the best interest of the community. And so now we run into situations like the most recent. I just heard that young Pharaoh, our young brother, young Pharaoh, he submitted an idea like Dr. Umar Johnson. Many of you know Dr. Umar Johnson submitted and asked for donations to build a school. It's been over 10 years, and Dr. Umar has a building, but he still has no school. 10 years. Some people don't have a problem that 10 years has passed by, but that's all right. That's not good, but that's how it is. Young Pharaoh asked for $10,000, or he raised $10,000 or whatever, and I'm going to build a daycare center. Some of y'all can quit your job, come work at my daycare center. There is no daycare center. Now, the thing about young Pharaoh is he's one of those persons with a big platform, a big shot celebrity or whatever, thousands of subscribers, a lot of people listening to him. People listen to young Pharaoh, and he's talking about a roach on somebody's wall, a roach on somebody's camera lens. Spend 30 minutes, an hour talking about roach crawling up a wall. That's supreme wisdom and understanding and all that type of thing, you know. This is what YouTube has come. This is what Black Soul YouTube has come to. That y'all actually will listen to a guy talking about a roach going up and down a wall. Wow. 30 minutes, hour, talking about a roach going up on a camera lens. This is what young Pharaoh do. And he actually and you're donating money to this brother. And he's one of the ones that criticize people like Umar Johnson or Sanetta or Polite. He criticizes these people. He criticized Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. He criticized scammers. But the question to young Pharaoh is, well, where's the daycare center, sir? I mean, what's the progress? What we doing? How long? See, this is my question. See, you get what you pay for. You get what you ask for. You are not serious about your liberation. And you have money to throw away like that. You have money to throw away on scale. And see, I believe, I don't know. So I got to say, I believe you know these people can't do nothing for you. But they're good, they are good entertainers. So give little Pharaoh, give him a couple of dollars, give Umar a couple of dollars. Louis Farrakhan is a great entertainer. He's not a leader. He's not a revolutionary, but he's a great speaker, good entertainer. Let's throw the money at him. It's all right. He's not doing nothing, and you know he's not going to do nothing. But that's all right. Throw him the money. It's all right. That's why you don't care. Because you actually are comfortable living in this mess. Most of you have nice jobs. You're living pretty decent, and you're not serious about nothing. The only way you're going to get serious about anything is that all of this stuff, everything the white man allows you to have, get taken away. That's the only reason, that's the only way you're going to get serious about anything. But in the meantime, you want to feel as though you're part of something. You want to pretend you're revolutionary. You want to pretend you're real. So if you donate to Farrakhan or Umar Johnson or Pharaoh or Seti or any of these other people who are out here now for your money, and if you listen to them, it's about the money. It's not about the changing of the condition of the people or the community. It's all about praising me. Louis Farrakhan just made a video, 4 hours, he's praising himself. 4 hours. Is that 4? 4 hours, he was praising himself for 4 straight hours. Umar Johnson, when you listen to him, it's all about me. When he talk about the school, he's naming all the streets after him and whatever. It's all about them. Young Pharaoh goes from talking about roaches on the wall, then he wants to talk about metaphysics and the high science of this and that and that and that. And y'all actually sit there and listen, and you reason why you listen because these people are not revolutionaries. They're not serious, and you know they're not serious, and you're not serious. Birds of a feather flock together. Young Pharaoh is a scammer. Umar Johnson is a scammer because you are a scammer. You don't do it like that. But you want to scam other people to make them believe you are something that you're not. Like they have to paint themselves as something they're really not. They're not revolutionaries. They are praise seekers, celebrity seekers. They want to be able to live in a certain manner, living off your dime. And you don't mind because they are doing exactly what you want them to do. Oh yes, I'm the great pretender. That was a song by the Platters. They are great pretenders and you are a great pretender. You don't fool me. That's why they don't hang around me. I'm just very curious. There was something that Arsenio Hall did back in the day, back in the 1990s. There was the Arsenio Hall show, and there was something why am I tongue-tied? There is something that he always used to say, things that make you say, make you wonder. So I want to present very quickly this question. Now, to my knowledge, correct me, put it in the comment section of this video. What world leader in written history that we know of, anywhere around the earth, anywhere, what nation, what leader of any nation base his or her decision on what they believe God will and will not do? I don't see that. During World War II, and President, what's his name? President Truman decided he was going to drop bombs on Japan or Japan. I don't think he asked God or gave a care whether or not God would approve or disapprove of his dropping the bomb on Japan. I don't think he would give a care. I don't think so. When you listen to Donald Trump, the current United States president, well, I never really hear Donald Trump speak about or make reference to God, period. But I don't think, matter of fact, I know that he does not make decisions based on whether God will approve or disapprove, or any leader is concerned, if I do this, God might do that. I don't think that, and I have not heard of any leaders in history that rely on the advice of some God. First of all, you cannot talk personally to this God. So you got to talk to something in the air or somebody that claim that they have some type of relationship with God, or go with your feelings or however. During World War II, the Vietnam War, or any other conflict on this planet, all this destruction and murdering of innocent people, men, women, and children, and destruction of property all over the earth, these leaders, I don't think, I'm going to say I don't think, because to my knowledge, I could be wrong. I could be in error. There's no leaders, even at this time, is concerned about what a God thinks or how God looks at them. Why is that? Why hasn't any leader thought about, okay, if I do this, God is going to be very, very angry? What leader have you ever heard say, I don't think I should do this because I might make God angry and I'm going to go to hell? Matter of fact, how many world leaders have you ever heard say, well, the reason why I'm doing this because I know that God will approve and I am going to, because I want to go to heaven. You don't hear this from your leadership. Why is this? Why is no leader concerned whether or not God approves or disapproves, or they don't care whether they are going to hell or heaven? Why is this all over the world? These are the leaders of the people, including the ones who believe in God. And you are following them. If your Christian Bible tells you thou shalt not kill, but your leader says you're going to go to war and you're going to kill, and you do it, who is the real God? Who are you really following? So you should never see Christians on the battlefield, but you do. You should not see Christians as slaveholders, but you do. You paint God as this ever-loving being, merciful and kind, but you don't see that among the Christians or Muslims or the Jews, all these believers in God. They are the most hell-raisingest folks that you want to see on the planet. They are at the root, and most times is the cause of war. Murder, death, rape, destruction, slavery. They are at the root of it. Many of these leaders will tell you this. We are doing it. We are murdering. We are raping. We are pillaging in the name of God. That's what they do. Don't get angry at me. That's what they do. And those of you who are believers, you follow them, not your God, straight to the battlefield to help them rape and rob and murder and steal. And the list goes on and on. And you know that these people clearly are not following God. Because if your God is loving and merciful and peaceful, and all of you, so many of you in the world claim that you follow Jesus, you follow this God that is peaceful, well, why is there so much war and destruction in the world? Mind you, even pedophiles claim they believe in Jesus. Homosexuals claim they believe in Jesus. Drunks and liars and fornicators and adulterers, all of you believe in this God, but clearly you don't give a damn about what this God represents, your own religion. Then you get angry at those who reject the ideal of God, but you and your fellow believers clearly are not following your own doctrine. Why? Why isn't the leadership of the earth concerned about whether a God approves or disapproves of their actions? They don't care whether or not they are going to hell or even heaven. They are going to do what they are going to do. Whatever purpose, whatever their personal agendas are, that's what they want to and going to carry out. Not concerned with anything some God might do. And you don't care either. I just recently made a video talking about the 49 people that was murdered in New Zealand, praying at a mosque. And I was simply making an accurate and factual observation that their God failed them. And you ought to see all the comments calling me all kinds of nasty, vile, vulgar, profane things. This coming from those who believe in the God. So I'm not shocked. So clearly to me, the believers in God and those who don't believe, you all fall in the same category, really. A bunch of fake hypocrites, violent, nasty, vulgar human beings. And if there is a God, he should wipe all of you off the planet. Misrepresentation of this God. No doubt. You're going to get angry at me because you fake. You're going to get angry at me because you really don't believe. You don't believe your own doctrine. I said nothing wrong. God should protect. These people did not ask to be a martyr. They were just at church. Those who are seeking martyrdom would tell you, I'm doing this seeking to be a martyr or whatever for this particular cause. They were simply thinking this was going to be a regular day. I go to the mosque and pray and worship. They did not know somebody was making plans to murder them. And clearly, since God knows everything, your God did nothing to stop it, and you want to blame me for putting your God on blast. Your God is the one that you need to put on blast. Why you didn't do it? But instead of putting your God on blast, you want to make all these excuses for why your God didn't do this. Can't protect. Not the first time. Thousands of people have been murdered and killed, and your God did nothing. But at the same time, your God has the nerve to talk about, or you say, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, I'm going to go to hell. How is God going to send me to hell, and you can't protect your own people from being murdered? You're not using your brain at all. You're going to send me to hell, but you won't protect your own believers. Get out of here. I just want to get that off my shoulder because it's just things that make you say, And it should make you say, right, okay. That's all. That's all I want to do, EnVogue. I just wanted to ask a question. I just wanted to bring up a little inquiry. Should I be hated because I just wonder about things that make you say, I love these sisters behind me. I love soul sisters. I love y'all. I love y'all. When they tell me that I was raised, which I was not because my mother was married, but if I was raised by a single soul sister, I would not care because I don't care too much for males. I don't. Because the males that I see that have been around me personally and on the social media, I don't want no disrespect to the brothers, but we just truly sorry. We sorry. And then instead of attacking the enemy, the male that put us in this sorrowful condition, we want to attack these women. It's sickening to me. It's very sickening. Now, I was on a page, and like I said, I love the soul sisters. I love the soul sisters. And it was a sister. She's speaking some type of spirituality. I don't know exactly what her page is about. The only thing I know, sister looks nice, and she's intelligent sounding, and I'm attracted to nice looking, intelligent sisters. I just can't help it. That's just my thing. So I'm listening on her channel. I'm just talking. Well, not talking. I'm listening. All right. I'm listening to what she has to say. Also monitoring the comment section. And here's some type of faceless troll that is claiming to be a white guy. And he says, I'm glad I'm here. I just love the ebony women or something like that. He was saying to that effect. Woo! See, that's what grinds my gears. When these peckerwoods always approach our sisters, bold, they don't have no worry that they might have to deal with the brother. Look, let me tell you something. If you go out in nature and mess with a female elephant, believe me, you're going to have to deal with that male elephant. Mess with a female giraffe, you're going to have to deal with that male giraffe. The so-called Negro in America, we're the only men basically on this planet that does nothing and have never done nothing to protect our women from these outside threats. You should see a male, especially from another species, because this white man is of another species. You should not even want an African to come romance your women. All this is mine. I'm greedy. All this is mine. All the soul sisters, the descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin with African, Aboriginal ancestry, we can add that. All this mine. I'm jealous. I don't want nobody to have that. Especially these peckerwoods. Especially these racist pink demons. I don't want them to have her. She's too precious. She's too valuable. And then you have these knuckleheads, these sissified Negroes who dare attack mama. That's mama. When I was growing up, you don't attack mama. Mama can be a dope fiend. Mama can be a prostitute. Mama can be a school teacher. Whatever mama was, you don't attack mama. Remember back in the 70s, the only thing you had to do is say your mama and people ready to fight. We didn't play that. But now, these silly Negroes attack mama because of her condition. Why is she in the condition she's in? She's in the condition she's in because she's never had a man. And at the rate we're going, these knuckleheads, she's never going to have a man. And so here comes the creepers. And because she needs somebody, because she wants to feel love, because she wants to be protected, because she needs and don't have, you want to blame her because she got to fulfill that need. And unfortunately, her man can't provide, unlike the male elephant, the male deer, or the male tiger, or the male giraffe, or whatever. We just sit back and any creep, any freak can come in and freak her. So you got this white guy coming in, I sure love the ebony. And then I would tell you, what you doing here? What you want her for? Then I would tell them and remind them of what the white man done to her. You raped her. Make it so bad, you called her an animal. You called her a savage, and you couldn't wait to get your thing and do the thing with her. But she's an animal, she's a savage. You murdered her all over this country. You murdered her husbands and her boys. You denied her fair housing and employment, and the list goes on and on. And the first thing, of course, this devil will say, oh, well, that ain't me. It wasn't me. That was other white folks. And I'm going to be fair. This is a fair channel. Freedom, justice, and equality. I'm not going to be like those I complain about. I'm going to be fair with you, sir. So my next question is, what do you do for her now? Do you protect her from your brothers and sisters in the court system? From their drugs and their alcohol? If you really loved her, then you would encourage her to get with her own man. Even though you love, even though you like, you would tell her, you need to stay with your own. Be with your own. Grow with your own. Be with your own. Seek your own destiny. If you really love, if you really like, but you don't. The only thing you want to do is get between her legs like you've been doing for the last going on 500 years. That's all you want. She's a sexual object. Something to play and toy with. You don't want to give her justice. You don't want to give her freedom or equality. She's just something to play with. I sure like that ebony. Like her for what? To play with. That's all. Because you're not going to fight to get her justice. You're not going to fight so her children, which is me and every dark-skinned person in this country that used to be called Negro. We are her children. And you're not going to fight for us. Very few of you will do that. Very few. And in your case, it's just a lust thing. I sure love that ebony. That I sure love it. You pecker, get the hell out. Ooh, if I could. Woo, these things. But I can't blame. I really can't get too angry at this he-devil. I really can't. I can only get angry at the sons, at the uncles and the fathers, the grandfathers, the men, supposed to be men. I can only get angry at us because we have failed to protect her. We have failed and continue to fail. We talk about the Asians in our community. We talk about the Koreans, the Arabs and whoever. And we talk about how they chase her and how they want her and what they leeching off our community. Throw them out. That's the only thing you have to do. What you talking about stuff for? Throw them out. It's simple as that. Throw them out. Kick them out. Use your brain, take your resources, and create your own. But you hate your brother because your brother don't think the way you do. I don't like Angel Snuffing Up 7. He don't believe in God. He don't like bean pie. Angel Snuffing Up 7 don't like Minister Farrakhan. Dumb stuff. And your neighborhood going to hell because you don't know how to work with the different children that she created. All the children that this woman created ain't the same. We all come from different places. We can all come from the same mother, same mother, same father, but we all different. And that's something you're not going to change. But we're all similar, and we all should be family. We should all be relatives. If I don't eat pork, that don't mean I'm going to hate my mother, don't like my sister or my brother because they want to eat pork. So what? That's what they do. It does not harm me. That's your health. That's what you do. However, when it comes to pork, people have been eating pork for centuries. That's a religious stuff. But who's going to protect her? You got her having babies in the black conscious community. I was watching a video by Brother Ben, and they was talking about how the Nation of Islam respects the black woman, and there she is holding a baby. Holding a baby. You don't have a nation. It's an organization, and that's all y'all sisters do in these organizations is spit out babies. That's all you do. And she talking like she's really somewhere where she got it going on. And of course, you got this baby that you're going to spit out, and you live with racists and been doing it going on 500 years. This man, look, what do a male bird do? A male bird builds a nest. Even some pigs, male pigs, dig a hole so the female can lay in that hole and take a mud bath. As you know, a male elephant would give his life to protect his females. And tigers, we don't want to do nothing. We want to sit back, and really what we want is the praise. We want the love as a male. They want the love and the praise that mama get. They want it because you're jealous. See, when it's all said and done, you jealous. How come y'all defend her? How come y'all want to protect her? She's a sellout. How she sold you out? You don't have a pot to piss in. What did she sell out from you? You don't have nothing. You don't protect, you don't provide, you don't do nothing as a male. And that's something that you say we're supposed to do. So I get so angry. I get angry at soul brothers. Because she's more valuable than your Escalade or your Beamer or anything of material thing. She is more important to us. She's our rock. Without her, you're nothing. So you can go get you a blonde she-beast, have a Coke and a smile, and you're never going to be satisfied because a woman is a woman. We all have our own personal flaws and errors. So you think because you get a Scooby-Doo, you think that you're going to do better than her. You're not. It's an illusion. It's a facade. And that's why you keep complaining. If you really was a man, then you would want to give her, build a nest for her, protect her, provide. Not only for that, but you're doing it for yourself. Laying up here and living with racists day in and day out.
All right, peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum, shalom. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video today. And as the title of the video talks about, a new chapter starts in my life today. And this new chapter is really, I think, is the crux or the starting point of this journey. So today, I quit my job, and so now I'm all 100%. Everything is for the initiative, for our people. And when you take a big step like that, it is not a small time thing. It's a big thing, especially when you know where your projections are. You know, it's like when I got out of the military, and other than honorable dish, I was just a bad person or anything like that, but simply because it was time for me to go. My service was up. I learned what I needed to learn to cross over to that other journey. The thing that you thought was, or that you had, was security. Because you got up, you went to work, you made your money, you were able to sustain yourself and your family. That's security.
Okay. Where do I begin on this video? Oh, well, first of all, I want us to applaud Brother Maurice Muhammad. Let me applaud. I have to give credit where credit is due. Just like Brother Maurice said in his video, that's a big step. That takes a lot to quit your job and decide you are going to dedicate your life for working in behalf, trying to change the condition of descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin. You quit your job. That shows that you are serious. So I have to, regardless to differences of opinion, regardless to what happened between us in the past, when you see a brother like that, you got to give him his credit due. And I know Brother Maurice is serious, and he is really going to give 1,000% to that which he believes and willing to stand on, to the point that he would quit his job, perhaps even to the point he would give his life, unlike many of us, unlike so many of us. Now look, I know some of y'all think I should hate Maurice Muhammad. Y'all think I don't like Maurice Muhammad. Let me tell you something. I don't hold grudges against another oppressed person like myself. Now Maurice might hate me. Maurice might not care nothing about me, but I don't do that. I don't hate, I don't dislike, and hold grudges against another oppressed person. The door of the RealitysTemple on earth is always welcome to an oppressed person who is a descendant of slaves born in America. However, now, you want to play games, you're not real, then that's a different story. I would say you know, I treat you nice, but you know, you're not real. So I have to keep pushing. I have to move on. Brother Maurice taking a very serious step. I've known Brother Maurice since at least 2013. And myself and Brother Maurice, even way back then, Brother Maurice did not like how I was talking about Minister Farrakhan, and he was talking about kicking my ass way back in 2013. But that went in one ear and out the other. I continued to support Brother Maurice, and he would tell you I was still there supporting him when he was debating people on Blog Talk Radio and anything that he was doing. Even though we was going back and forth, I still supported Brother Maurice. Y'all take things too far. Y'all want to see the reason why you want to hate Maurice and the reason why you want to hate me and all this stuff that you come up with, because really, deep down inside, you really hate black folks. That's the bottom line. You really don't like black people for real. So you find something in Maurice, you find something in me that you can hate so that you can justify the hatred that you have for soul brothers and sisters anyway. But anyway, I just want to send a message to Brother Maurice and just say I'm proud of you, brother. You are, that's a serious step. And I will tell you, just like in the past, if I see something that you're doing, I can support you, I will do that. And this step is not only putting Brother Maurice on the hot plate, but your followers, those who decide to support you, either y'all gonna do it or you don't. This is a test, not only for Brother Maurice, but for all of those who are supposed to be in support of this brother. So I want to say this too. Yes, you are losing your job, and I hate to be negative, but I got to say this real quick. You will never work for a white man again. Just because you quit your job don't mean that you're not working for the white man. When you go in your pocket, that cracker face will still be in your pocket. You're going to pay him light bill, gas in your car, taxes, license fees, and all the other stuff, your driver's license, all that. So even though it feels good to say, technically, I quit my job, I ain't working for the white man, as long as you are in this nation and you depend on him as a source, you are still indirectly, you're still working for him. But we still have to admire the brother's spirit, that he's serious enough in order to take such a step. So I'm proud of the brother, and I'm proud of all of those. And I hope that you really get behind this brother. He's with you. He's proven that he's with you and he's serious. Support that man 1,000%. Support him 1,000%. That's what I'm telling you. And maybe you will inspire the rest of lazy, money-grubbing YouTube. Maybe they might get serious and want to do something for real. Maybe you might inspire the people that claim they support Operation Exodus to get off their lazy ass and really do something. Maybe you will be an inspiration. So I have to hand it to you. I have to give you a little support. I don't have to agree with everything that nobody says or does. We're supposed to support one another in the best manner that we can, because we're all in this together, whether we like it or not. So I applaud Brother Maurice Muhammad and the Mississippi Initiative and all those who are on board that soul train.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fannie Lou Hamer was in activism long before some of the greats that we had heard about. This article that comes out of the Guye, March 14th, 2019, is on the 42nd anniversary of her death. And she was a very powerful civil rights woman back in her times. Now, this was not just a fight for women. This was really a fight for her community and all of the injustices that she saw down in Mississippi. I mean, for this woman to be born and raised in Mississippi during the times that she lived, it had to be rough. Mississippi was like a whole country itself, and just dripped in racism back then, and still does. Fannie Lou Hamer is quoted perhaps more than any other female activist of her generation. And because of her compelling and heartfelt calls to action during the civil rights movement, she has become the subject of numerous books, plays, and documentaries. Hamer was a motivator, a humanitarian, a luminary, and yet among the many things she accomplished, there is one area of her life that has gone scarcely untold: her role as a mother to the world. Hamer was this legendary, powerful voice pushing for change at a time when Black women were expected to sit down and be quiet. However, what many people didn't know is that her innermost desires had nothing to do with politics, but everything to do with family. Wow, a Mississippi appendectomy.